Oh, gee,
Yes, it's a game of everybody coming in.
I
Welcome.
recognize somebody's face there, Susan. Sorry.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. We
Hello,
are
Miss
filling up
Shelley.
fast. We might run out of spaces here, but thank you all for coming. We're just going to let people come in for a bit. Meeting capacity is almost full. Wow. Okay. It's going to fill
Oh,
up.
that's
Thank you for
okay.
coming early. You're smart. Um, type in the comments where you're from and whether you're a card maker or a scrapbooker. If you can
Miss
do that.
Michelle. I really feel like romper room. Like I see Julie, I see Michelle. There's a few people that we recognize.
They are card makers from Kelowna. Oh, it's going fast. India card makers. I'm gonna pop this out so I can see it better.
Puerto Rico,
Very
East
cool.
Texas,
Honduras.
Cleveland, Brampton. Woohoo! Sorry, hometown.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it is going fast now. Millbank.
Honolulu. Sorry, San Antonio. We have lots of people. Excellent. And we are filling up. So thank you all for
Can
joining.
you see me?
No, we can't see you. You would have to take your camera off
Okay.
and do that.
Great.
Turn the camera off.
Yeah, you have to turn it on and off. But thank you all for being here and coming to play with us. So if you don't know who we are, I am Heather Cameron. Can you all see me? Hopefully, if you've got in gallery view, we should be in the top. Otherwise, you can go into speaker view. I am Heather Cameron, one of the co-hosts of the Scrapbooking Fun Summit and Circle. And Tracy is my co-host over there, or wherever she may be on your screen. We have been running the Scrapbooking Fun Summit for 2.5 years and or 2 years, I guess. And we opened the Scrapbooking Fun Circle, which is our membership, a year and a half ago. And so we wanted to do something fun. One of the themes that we have always here is, I don't have enough time to scrap. I don't know what to do. So this is all about being spontaneous, doing something fun, and just seeing what happens when you do this. And Tracy, do you want to add anything to that?
Um, she caught me a little off guard here. Basically, ladies, I should say ladies and maybe gentlemen, because I can't see everybody here, sorry. Um, the Scrapbooking Fun Circle, it's fun, right? We love to meet once a week, and I could see our some of our members here that we meet up with all the time. And yeah, we just get together, like Heather said, once a week. We have a lot of fun. Other times we boom, 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 do a little certain project in hand. And yeah, we get to meet and chat with everybody. It's just fun. So there you go. That's all I say.
Mhm. And so today, this theme of our challenge, which is prompt and play, the whole plan of this is that we're going to introduce our challenge of the day and then put a timer on, and you've got 30 minutes to do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's a card, whether it's a scrapbook, whatever it is that you want to do, and then we will share it. And with this many people, we might not be able to share everybody's, but we'll work by the end of it to just, you'll put your hand up and I'll spotlight you and show you what you made. Show everybody what you made. And so we're going to go through that. If you have any questions, you can throw it in the comments. You can unmute. There's no real rules in this thing. And today, so we have 4 days themes. Today is spin the wheel and make the thing. And we've done this before with our circle members. It's a lot of fun. Tomorrow is you vote. So tomorrow's at 3 o'clock. We alternated the times between 7 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Eastern to deal with the different time zones because we have people from all over the world that are part of our community. Um, so tomorrow's at 3, Thursday's at 7 again, and Friday is at 3. And tomorrow's theme is you vote. So we're going to do a poll and you'll vote, and that's what's going to be. Thursday's theme is you're not allowed to use this. And then the last one is Tracy's surprise, and I don't even know what our last day is going to be. So we're going to see what comes up from that and do that. So are you guys ready to play? You can do hands up, you can do thumbs up, you can hit an emoji. Excellent.
Or you know what, Heather? No offense to everybody. It doesn't matter if they're ready because none of us can be ready for this one. I know that, right?
Exactly. And if you are listening to the replay, we are getting close to capacity. We honestly did not know how many people would sign up to this event. So it's exciting to see that we might go over capacity and people might not be able to get in. We'll try and expand the capacity tomorrow if that happens. Are you needing space in Zoom call? I could sign off. No, you don't need to sign off, Gwen. If you want to stay here, it's okay. Like I said, it was a very popular one. So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to do spin the wheel and make the thing.
So sorry
Yeah,
there,
I
Heather.
can't figure out how to turn my camera off on my phone
Yeah,
because I'm not
sure.
able to get everything up on the computer.
That's okay. We'll share and we'll say out loud what this challenge is.
I can hear
I'll,
y'all. I just can't see any. And I can see you. I just can't get my picture
okay.
up.
That's okay.
Well, that's yeah, or you can send it to us after or whatnot.
You can also post
So basically,
if you're members of the
go ahead,
Scrapbooking
Heather.
Fun Summit Facebook group, you can post in there as well.
Yes. So in this game, because some of our circle members, you've definitely have played this before, where we just play a craft roulette. We're gonna spin a few wheels, then we all have to get something to do from those wheels, okay? Some of those products, and basically make something,
Yes, and
okay?
if you don't have something, be inventive. There are no rules. I mean, there's rules,
Yeah.
but there's no rules. Are you making a scrapbook page or a card? It doesn't matter. So Tracy will be 99% believe she's making a scrapbook page. I can't see Shelly. I know she's here somewhere. We'll probably be making a card. There she is. She'll be making a card, I'm guessing. So despite the fact that we're called Scrapbooking Fun, you can make cards. You can make whatever it is that you like. No rules.
Yeah.
In a sense, this is about playing with what you own, playing with your stash and creating something with it. And we've done this several times in different forms, and you guys will create amazing things. So sometimes having a time limit and getting outside your head is what creates creativity. So, okay, I'm going to share and we're going to spin our wheels, and Tracy will type it in the comments while we spin. Just let me know if you can see the wheels.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So the first wheel is theme. So we're going to spin and see what theme we're going to end up with.
Okay.
Vintage elegant. I think we had that one before. We'll remove that.
Okay.
I don't see any wheels.
They're being shared on the screen. You might not see it on your phone, but we will write them down.
Yeah, and I'm gonna type them out and like send them all at once, so in case people comment, it doesn't get all mixed up, you know? So,
Glitter
oh,
paper.
Ah,
Glittery paper.
that's interesting. A vintage with glitter. Okay. Sorry, Heather, keep going.
I would sell anything
And
everything
then
from this discount store in Patterson.
your
Everything
embellishment.
which was stolen. It was poor, but told Richard how lucrative the
Ribbon.
pornography industry was.
Well, I don't have a camera, so I
And
can't do
Richard
that.
soon wrote to
Yeah, I do.
some of the first guys working at the film.
Go.
And they started distributing.
Somebody
bootleg
listening to a.
Barcode.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
Ribbon. Okay, techniques. What technique are you going to add to your vintage ribbon glittered card hand?
It's gonna be a weird thing.
Distress the edges.
you just unmuted.
Okay.
Or no?
Tools to use. Oops. I'm going to fix one here. We were going to get rid of something that didn't get rid of. Okay. Little backstore here. There we go. Tools to use, or tool to use, is a paintbrush. So you have to use a paintbrush in some way, shape, or form. And finally, the last one is items you cannot use.
Oh.
Here we go. What will you not be able to use? You cannot use your guessing. We don't know what it is. It'll tell us in your dominant hand.
Oh, jeez. Look at Julie's face. Sorry.
Hey,
I don't want to ruin my craft supplies.
we will let you do that one on an honor basis.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
On an honor basis, you get to do that one. And
Yes.
we're going to set a timer. I'm going to stop sharing. They're all in the comments if you want to. Van, can you say the categories again? Yes. So the categories are vintage elegant is your theme, glitter paper, ribbon, distress the edge, using a paintbrush, and you cannot use your dominant hand. So a little of a challenge. You know, you got to be on your honor basis with this. I'm gonna set a timer.
How do you do that if you don't have a scissors for the opposite hand?
You
I'm
just play
left-handed. I
with your
never have
opposite
scissors.
hand.
I'm left-handed. I never have scissors for the opposite hand, but
Right.
I
I'm
can
gonna set a
promise
timer.
you it's possible. I had 6 weeks practice doing that last year,
There
and I
you
made a wedding album.
go. So give it a
Why
try.
would you?
It's a bit of, if there's something you don't have, it's an honor system. This is about playing and seeing what you can do in a half an hour. So I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes.
Wow. I will say something because we've done some of this stuff, a few times in our group. This is a very weird mix of stuff that was chosen.
Well, Tracy, dear, you created the categories. So
Tracy.
blame it on
Pointy finger.
Tracy. You could make a bookmark. You could make anything you want. We're pretty
I'm
always
just watching. I'm gonna enjoy watching you guys because I'm too exhausted. My son's graduation was today,
okay.
and we just wrapped up
Good.
barbecuing. So it's like I can't. I'm tired.
Replacement surgery. Well, so Sharon was doing it with her left hand during the summit. So your alternate hand. My daughter says she can be. Love that one. Somebody's getting creative. My daughter says she can be the tool and use her dominant hand.
No, I can't hear anything.
Think outside the box.
No, I think that would be.
Anything goes. Anything goes. Think outside the boxes. When the more creative you are, the better that you'll come up with something. So, and see what you can create. If you're stumped, let us know. Not that I'm going to help. So for those who don't know, I run the Scrapbooking Fun Summit, but I don't scrapbook or make cards yet. I'm getting better at it. I do more things. I've done some in the thing, but I'm a crafter by nature, but not necessarily this particular venue. Tracy runs an online scrapbooking, a virtual scrapbooking store. And so I approached Tracy and said, let's do this. And that's how we ended up in this 2.5 years worth of summits and circles and other things like that. People are busy. It's fun to watch you all being busy.
Mm.
You know what's interesting with the dominant hand one is that I'm ambidextrous. I can't do everything with both hands, but I would use my right hand for like the cutting and stuff, but my left hand for, many other things. So now I'm like,
Which is your dominant hand?
Oh,
technically it's left, but that's not fair to me to be able to chop with my right.
So yes,
So it just,
yes,
yeah.
Tim. I'm assuming, Tim, cussing is allowed. We can't hear you, so it's okay.
I'm like that too. I'm ambidextrous, and I use my right hand for most things, but except for writing, and I'm left-handed.
Hey,
I think
yeah. So, it's like,
I was going to
So
say,
this will work fine for me. I cut and do my paper trim and everything with my right hand.
I was going to say, how many people are left-handed? Because if you're left-handed, I am as well. You tend to be
right.
more right-handed than someone. Yeah, we got lots of lefties here, so that makes a difference too. We have a bit of an advantage because we're used to using both hands. It's like, what do you have? Yeah, you can definitely watch the replay, Gwen and Linda. I'm ambidextrous. See, yeah, people are ambidextrous. I cannot say that today. So it's what do you have? I love watching all you guys. You're all running around your rooms, pulling out things and finding what you have and embracing the challenge, which is good. And if you are listening to the replay, for those who join us for the replay, you can do this real time.
Hi.
Post it in the Facebook group or whatever. So
I'm on Zoom and I don't know if I'm muted. Hold on. Let me. Hold on a second.
It's fun. So yes, it's like, yeah. We have definitely concentrated faces here who are looking at what can I do? And Tracy's disappeared, so she's running around her room looking for supplies to
Come
do.
on.
It's all good. It's all good. Quiet and focus. That's a good thing.
Sure, we only have a half hour. This is going to take me forever with only one hand.
Use your elbows. You know, elbows are good.
I am. Otherwise, I'd still be figuring out how to cut paper.
I had carpal tunnel surgery done on both my hands, and you don't realize how much you use both hands when you can't use them at all. And I thought I'll make a really easy lunch the first day, and I went and bought a salad and a baguette, and I couldn't cut the bread. It's like, how do I do this? So I had to stick my elbow in the bread and cut it and tear it with my elbow. So it works. It works. We have very focused people, which is cool.
I can't even find everything in 30 minutes.
Good challenge right there, right?
The fun part of using what you have. And hopefully you have stuff. Well, tomorrow you guys get to vote. So we'll do a selection and you guys get to vote which one. So we won't put dominant hand on there.
So Heather and Tracy.
Yes.
That's what I say. I'm with you, Heather. Last year I had carpal tunnel and cubital tunnel, so my elbow and my wrist on my dominant hand were trashed for 6 weeks, and I had to finish a wedding album. Trust me, I got very creative, and it is quite possible.
Yeah. Like I said, lefties are good at it, and it is possible. It's amazing what you can do for us ladies. There are things that are harder than you think, like putting on your brassiere. That one can be a little tough with one hand. There are things like that, but it's all good.
True. True.
That's okay. You guys are focused, which is cool. We still got 23 minutes, so you got lots of time. She says for the one who's not
Use
proud.
your scrap pile and pre-mades.
It's good. That's one of the things we really like to encourage the circle. So the circle is our membership, and we're going to be talking about it during the next couple of days if you want to come and join us. It is, and there's a number of people here who are part of our circle. So we get together once a week and we either do something like this, or we have a guest speaker, or we just get together and craft and chat. And so it's an opportunity for you to sit down with like-minded people and have some fun, and our conversations go all over the place. And you can see that early she's here just because she likes us. Right, Suzette?
There. Since you don't live too far, can you come and cut the piece of paper for me?
I think I would make it there in 30 minutes. So no.
I don't
Come
think so.
on.
It'll take me about 9 hours. 9 hours to get to you. Yeah.
I'm actually trying to just hold the trimmer down like the opposite way, like with the opposite hand. And that right there is hard enough. Like hold the paper down there. That's interesting.
Use scraps, Tracy.
Well, yeah, but
scraps are your best friend.
I actually do have scraps, but I had to take, the label thing off.
Ah. Oh, just tear it
You
and
can
do
just
like
rip
a
it. You can,
rip it. Exactly. Oh, ideas.
You have to distress something anyways, right? So
they do go hand in hand, no pun intended. But you can distress.
Yeah, that part does. It's
tear.
It's the other glitter stuff. I'm like, the heck?
Tracy doesn't like glitter, for those who don't know. Glitter's not her favorite thing. So
what are you doodling, Heather?
Sorry?
Are you doodling anything?
No, I'm paying attention to the controls.
Oh, okay.
Somebody has to drive the train.
I'll keep your company chatting.
So no, she's not doodling right-handed.
I can. I used to always write right-handed. So like I said, left-handed people do this. I agree, Tracy. Trying to use the opposite hand is a challenge on itself. It is. She put it in the category though, so blame Tracy.
Tracy doesn't like glitter either. And
no.
I had a card party and this gal was new and she heard I didn't like it and she dumped a whole bottle of glitter into her hands and over my head.
Oh, jeez. You would never get that off.
In our shower.
You had glitter everywhere for weeks, I bet.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
There's a good poll. How many people like glitter and how many people don't like glitter? Thumbs down for glitter, thumbs up for glitter. We got some thumbs down.
I don't mind it.
It's fun.
Not my favorite.
Glitter, we've got
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
interesting. Hmm.
Renee Ann loves glitter, so there you go. That's the fun part about this. iPhone 50 loves glitter. Glitter sometimes. That's a good answer. Glitter sometimes. So how many of you guys are making cards? Thumbs up for cards that we can see or put it in there. I got lots of cards. How many people attacking a scrapbooking page? Some hands up for scrapbooking pages too. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make a card.
No cards.
We'll
Good.
see.
Glitter.
I'm still trying to
Just place, but maybe not on a vintage card. So Ruth says glitter has its place, but maybe not on a vintage card.
It's a weird combo, this whole thing. It really is. But again, part of me is like, even though I'm not doing a lot of glitter, but I found some glittery, it has paint that has glitter for me.
There you go.
For me.
Leslie says, in my hair, I think that person would no longer be a friend, Julie. After
Yeah. She's not my.
That's
I
what
avoid her
I
when
was
see her.
thinking. That is not my definition of a friend, that's for sure.
Well, we were just in a group together, I'll tell you.
You know, I'm trying to
phone.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get it to where because
Ruth,
if I flip it,
I impressed Ruth that you were using your left hand just to
a
type.
second.
Can you type with both hands? That's the trick.
So, and again, because, I was just going through scrap papers, who would have known that,
I'm
see
trying
this,
to find
this
it again, how
paper,
to get back to my
dominoes,
Zoom.
the other side is kind of vintagey.
There you go.
I'm like, I would have never sat there going, oh, look at domino paper. Okay. See, I would normally do this part with my right hand. It's harder with my
Yeah.
left.
There you go.
It is always harder with a different hand, yes. But everybody's focused. I love it. Everybody's focused and working, which is cool. There's lots of people creating things. And I see somebody using her elbow.
I was going to say, we're not complete amputees. You said we can't use our dominant hand. You didn't say anything about that arm.
No, the arm's useful. I have a relative who's a massage therapist, and she uses her elbows much more than her hands.
Mm-hmm.
Vintage and glitter reminds me of Curse and Eve's Christmas scenes. I'm not sure I know what that is, but it's a good one.
Courier and Ives? Yeah. Courier and Ives Christmas scenes, probably.
Okay, sorry. I'm dyslexic for those who don't know, so that's like, what is that?
So, and for those of the user wondering, when you have to work with your dominant hand for 6 weeks, reverse tweezers are your best friend.
Mm-hmm. Things you can pick up. Excellent. You have 17 minutes left. You're not halfway through yet.
This is harder than it sounds.
I think it sounds pretty hard, actually. So,
Especially vintage glitter.
Oh man, using my left hand, I made my diagonal on the wrong side.
so what do you do with that? That's the real question.
Hmm.
Now you know how us lefties feel in the world. I used to sew, and sewing machines are very right-handed. You don't realize that till you're
Yes, they are.
like, where do you put your pins and how do you do things? And you get it all pinned up and it doesn't work and you have to redo it all. You just need to use what you cut upside down, Mary Lou. There you go.
Exactly. Just make it a card.
You could open the opposite way. Who said cards had to open this way? They could
know
open.
what?
I'm actually working on a journal page. Trying to use the elements on a journal page.
That's a great idea. See, it doesn't have to be a card. It can be a journal page. It can be whatever you want.
Oh, left-handed.
We do this in the circle. We have a theme every month for the circle, and we let people dream what they want to do with their themes and what they're going to create on this based on our themes that we dream up. Or we create our theme for the month of June is tracks, and that was from Sandy, who's there somewhere. Sandy came up with tracks. So tracks could be the tracks of your life. It could be a railroad tracks. It could be a path you walk on. It could be paw tracks. So people get to do whatever they want with our themes. We've had many different themes in the circle. Tracy just did an oops. She's on mute, but she just did an oops. You can tell.
that. I'm still playing with the trimmer, and I guess the way I pressed it, like it just popped right up. I was like, oh. So watch everybody. You can't get hurt during this, okay?
No hurting yourself. That's good advice. But everybody's busy creating, which is cool.
No, everybody's busy trying to figure out how to. There's a difference. 30 minutes is enough of a challenge. Adding that to it makes it even hard. It's gonna.
But you don't have to finish it in 30 minutes. You just have to show it in 30 minutes. But you'll be surprised what you get done. And use up
I
your
forgot about the paintbrush.
the paintbrush,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, me too.
So maybe I need to do a
that's
I
a
need
great
to do a
idea.
midway.
Watercolor.
I will do a midway reminder. I just got to go back and find them.
Can we use a silicone paintbrush? Does it matter what
Absolutely.
kind? Cool.
Whatever you want, however you want. All yours.
However.
Trying to find our list. I should have written it down.
I can read it out loud here because I wrote it down as well. So the theme is vintage elegance. Supposed to use glitter paper, ribbon, distress edges with a paintbrush, and using your non-dominant hand.
Ribbons, huh?
This is
You can take ribbons in many different ways.
It was a hot day today.
It is hot. Is anybody not in the heat dome that we're in?
I am not.
I know it's been very cold in the west, so.
I am not in the heat dome.
You're very lucky.
Nice. It was 30.
It's been kind of cold and rainy here all day.
It's currently 30 degrees Celsius, and I'll have to figure out what that is.
Probably about 70 something Fahrenheit.
80 something, I would think.
80 or 80.
The paintbrush is the hardest thing so far with the non-dominant hand.
30 degrees Celsius is 86 Fahrenheit, but that's in the evening, so we were much higher than that today.
Yeah, we were in New Brunswick, we were in the 90s.
Yeah.
I say my son and daughter-in-law are in DC, and it was like 100 there today.
Yeah.
I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and it's 98 today.
Crazy.
Yep.
It's like, and it came on for us, it came on fast. We had been cooler, and then we got hit with the heat. Yesterday was the hottest day on record in our city, so.
Where are you?
Yeah, we live in Ottawa, Canada, for those who don't know. So we get the coldest days on record and we get the hottest days on record. We get both. We get a diverse amount of temperatures. And we have people in our circle. We have people who are in Alaska. We have people in, I think Margaret was here. I don't know, in Ireland. She may be here.
Oh, wow.
We have people in Australia. So we have a lot of people from all over the world, which is what I love about technology. It gives us a chance to Stay in your home, be in your pajamas. Anybody in their PJs? I don't know.
Me?
There we go. There's Kelly in her PJs. At this weather, it's kind of business on top and not on bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to wear. My car said it was 100 when I got in my car to go home. I believe it, Debbie. We're sitting at 30 Celsius. It feels like 42. Yeah, same here. New York was 100, but it felt like 107. Crazy. PJs are warm and cozy. Oh, I'm into the very minimal PJs.
Yeah.
Paintbrush to paint on glue counts? Yes, Ruth.
No,
So we
no
have an
comments on the minimal PJs.
So yes, you can use a paintbrush to paint on glue. That's good. I'm in heat over here.
That's what I'm doing.
So we have an Aussie here too. So welcome. Who's here?
How much time, Heather?
How much time? 10 minutes.
Oh, no. Not gonna get it written.
10 minutes. Time is going by fast. One, two. Time is clicking.
Anybody really strong? Because no lie, I can't open this thing of paint. I really can't. And it's a
Elastic
bit
band,
of,
Tracy. Elastic band. Put an elastic band around it and then turn.
really?
Yep.
Well, I don't think I can have one of those right now. Nope.
I use my jewelry pliers.
I was gonna say I have a tool that would help you, but I can't run it across. Tracy and I literally live on the other side of a forest, but I can't run across the forest fast enough to get it to you.
Depending on time, I might have to run to the laundry room and just use the hot water for a second. We'll see.
Debbie's in her PJs. I'm going to fail my first challenge. Took me forever to find my glitter paper. There's no failure in our world.
I
No.
can't cut with my left hand with the scissors.
It is an art. You know why it is? It's because the scissors go on the paper a different way.
Now I know what my poor husband goes through. We don't have left-handed scissors, and he uses it to cut coupons and different things.
I have a pair of left-handed scissors and I covet them.
I'm done.
Yeah, you're done. Very good.
Wow.
Very good.
Yep.
You can make another card. You have 8 more minutes.
Ah, you should add more.
See what you can do in time. That's the cool part about it.
Maybe I'll finish this card inside.
There you go. When we finish, I'll end up spotlighting you so we can see the cards up close or pages or whatever it is you create.
Yeah.
Bev can't cut either, so she's been tearing something, which gives you the distressed edge. So there you go.
Yep.
I was trying
Yep.
to cut my ribbon.
Oh, your ribbon. Ribbon can be hard to cut. That would be hard.
And this isn't just ribbon. It's called ribbon, but I don't know what it is, but it's called ribbon.
It's like a
Ribbon. It says ribbon on it.
we believe you. You got ribbon.
Yeah.
You can use your teeth. We won't tell anybody if you go that route. But that probably doesn't work very well.
Okay, where's my list?
So I posted the list again on the comments if you scroll up a little bit. But it's vintage, elegant theme, glitter paper, ribbon, distressing the edges, paintbrush, and not using your dominant hand.
Oh, I'm not even with my glue. Okay. Good night. It's hard.
You can use your paintbrush in many different ways.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could use it for my glue. Thank you.
Yeah. I wished I'd known that before I
Said
did
no
what I did.
rules.
I'm using the bottom of it to burnish tape.
There you go. Ruth, it's 15 degrees where you are. That sounds really nice. Where are you, Ruth? Where in the world are you? We did have somebody from Western Australia, by the way. So we have people from all over the world, which is what's so cool about this community.
Oh.
I'm not sure who it was who was from Western Australia. That went by fast. I lived in Australia for 3 years, so I'm on the Gold Coast. Oh, that's why it's cold. It's winter. Winter on the Gold
That's
Coast.
right. Are you in Alaska? No, you're not in Alaska. Where
No,
are
I'm
you?
in Ottawa. We do have people in Alaska. I don't know if Ruth's here, but We have people in Alaska in our circle, and we have people from Australia, which is why we chose a 7 o'clock time, because it's tomorrow already there.
Wow.
They're already on to Wednesday. The cool part of the world. The Gold Coast is very beautiful, Ruth. The Gold Coast, for those who don't know, is kind of like Miami. A little bit of lots of hotels on the water with lots of activities and amusement parks and things like that. Oops, I heard I heard the sound. Love it here. Left Sydney 33 years ago and never regretted it. I lived in Sydney for 2 years. I moved to Sydney in the middle of the Olympics, which is a very interesting experience because it's not like any other time a city ever has. It was a bit crazy, but it was fun.
Oh, oh, there it is. I lost my glue.
It's good. You have 5 minutes.
No.
Well, I mean, I can be kind and give you a couple of more minutes, but you have 5 minutes.
It's not gonna be that.
I love seeing the people who are using their elbows. Their arms are up like this and they're placing their elbows.
Yeah.
It's quite fun to use your elbows.
Well, I'm done.
You're done. Another one's done. See?
Well, very simple. Uh-oh.
That's okay. No, like I said, no judging. We'll do it. We'll do a show and tell once everyone's done or when our time is up.
I think I just dropped the pin that goes out of into my glue.
Well, you can use your right hand for picking that up.
Thank you. But I don't know where it is.
You know, and vintage doesn't necessarily mean Victorian.
No. Could be steampunk. Could be lots of things.
The 60s and 70s are very vintage.
Feels like the
I know
90s
that-
are vintage these days too.
Okay, I got.
Oh, yeah, it was. I went to a vintage concert last night. Made me bawl my eyes out, actually.
Embellishment ribbon.
Well, the other one too is what are they called? Mid-century now. I think you look at what they call
They're called
mid-century.
what?
Like, okay, that was me. I'm done and may have cheated with the glitter paper and paintbrush because I used a Wink of Stella brush in silver. That's okay. There's no cheating. It's all about creativity and
It just said glitter. It just said glitter. It didn't say how it had to be.
It was glitter paper. It was glitter
put
paper.
on there.
Glitter paper.
It was glitter paper. Okay.
But you know, we're not going to judge. It's all good.
I'll be a judge tonight.
There's no winners. There's no losers. You have, I'm going to give you an extra minute to go right to the order. So you have, I can't add today, 5 minutes left. We're doubling.
I'm done.
You're done. See, people are done. Very cool.
Done.
I'll give you 5 more minutes left and then we will do a show and tell. I'm done. Like the challenge, mine is glitter sticker paper. Cool. I'm done. I may have cheated. I got that one.
My ribbon's on crooked, but I'm done. I just
People are
wanted
done.
to-
See, this is the cool part about putting a timer on. You don't think you can do something in that time, and you can. So we've got more people done. And we've got a few
We
more.
got, say, ribbon, glitter paper, distressed edges, non-dominant hand. What else has to go on there?
Done. We got more people
Vintage
done.
elegance.
Paintbrush.
Paintbrush. You have to
I
use
think
the
I'm done
paintbrush.
enough. Yeah, well, I used it, just not in a traditional manner.
Julie,
had
you
to
never
switch
do anything in a traditional manner, so that's okay. Julie is
Well,
one of
there's something to be said for that.
Julie's unique.
and why would we want to do things traditional manner if we don't feel like it? So
Okay. I'm done enough.
yeah, we got a couple of more minutes.
I'm excited to see what people made.
That's the fun part. That is the fun part. We'll go around the room figuring out it all, but you can show it here. And if you are, we don't have a Facebook group particularly for this, but you're welcome to post it in the Scrapbooking Fun Summit Facebook group. Done. Linda's done. I'm done, but cheated as well. Half non-dominant, half dominant. That's okay. That's at least partly done.
Okay, I'm done.
Not cheating.
Now, anyway.
It's not cheating. Like I said, it's all about having some fun and thinking a little bit outside the box. I see elbows still being used. It's so much fun.
Well, I don't have a sentiment, but I'm done.
There you go. Well, we have a couple more minutes because I'm giving you a couple extra minutes, but instead of doing the 30-second countdown, it's the 2.5-minute countdown now.
I used a sentiment that was just sitting on my desk already.
That's what it is about using up your scraps and doing
Yes, that's exactly using stash.
and doing something a little different.
One thing, I haven't made a card all week. Well, it's only two. I don't know. Anyway, got me to make a card.
It is only Tuesday, but it feels like it's not only Tuesday. So I get that.
I actually played with some stuff I bought at a stamping expo back in April. I hadn't got a chance, but it's mostly dies, making little characters.
Oh, cool.
They came out and made one card with them, and then just did some with the little mouse. Look.
Excellent.
Well, I had to make a birthday card anyways, and I've been trying to figure out what to do. And so, well, now I have it done.
There you go.
So
thinking outside the box gets you there. That's the fun part of it. It's like, okay.
And it's also, we find when we do this, it shows how quickly you can make something as opposed to sitting there and doubting and going, should I do this or that? It's like, no, you've got, 20 minutes to make something. And you can. And this is stuff that you didn't choose what to pick, right? So, yeah.
I couldn't find the stamp I wanted to use, so I was looking through and I just found another one.
There you go. And it worked, I'm sure, right? So that's the thing. We just
necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes, and we don't get in our heads as much. Done. Excellent. Well, we have another 2 minutes max. Minute and a half. Another minute and a half. Not that you can't.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi. Laura Lee invited me to this. I don't see her.
You're welcome to be here. We've been going for a good. Have you just joined us, or were you here earlier?
I just joined in. I don't even know where all this is.
We're doing.
All I know she invited me.
Crafting challenge. And they have 2 minutes left to finish what they're making with scrapbooking and cards. So they were given we spun the wheel, and there will be a replay for people who sign up. We spun the wheel, and they had to make things with a very specific list, and they're not allowed to use their dominant hand. That's probably the hardest thing they're doing.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And you have 30 seconds, well, a minute left. Not that we're gonna see, but we have a minute left, and then we're going to share what people made. And we're doing this, it's a 4-day challenge, so each day has a different theme. And some of them today and Thursday are at 7 p.m. Eastern, and tomorrow and Friday are at 3 p.m. Eastern. Because we have people in Australia, we have people in the UK, we have people in Europe, and if it is impossible to find one time that works for everybody. Which is why there will be recordings if you're sleeping in Australia for Aussies who are with us today. And there's some people from the UK who are sleeping right now in Europe, so they'll be more likely to join tomorrow. My ribbon is cricket, but I'm done. It's okay to have cricket ribbon. You have 30 seconds left.
Well, is Laura Lee on here?
I don't know. You'd have to.
You don't know. Okay.
There's 85 people on here, so.
Oh, wow. You have a lot of people.
We do. Mine is cricket, too. Cricket's good. Cricket adds character. Excellent. So 5, 10. Whoops. 5. There goes my alarm off. So what we're going to do now, do you all know how to use the hands up? So if you go on the bottom, if you put your hands up, then you'll pop to the top, and then I'll highlight them, and we can see what people have done.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
So the first person is
just raise my hand, or is there's
actually
icon.
a hands up. If you can't find it, then we'll go through just once I get through the hands up, then
On the bottom of your screen where it says more, if
It's
you
on
hit
your
that,
phone. It's
it'll
harder
come
to
up. And
find. It is harder to find on a phone. So Bev, you are first.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
I'm gonna highlight you. There you go.
Oh, it's blurry
No, I don't
there.
have my hands up.
I love the
Neat.
colors.
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
pretty.
You can
That,
unmute yourself too if you want, Bev. But it says
there we
just
go. That's nice.
that's
So,
beautiful.
That is
Congratulations.
Very
gorgeous.
pretty.
Excellent. So if you can put your hand down, then I can go to the next one. This is always the joy of this.
Very pretty. Hmm.
Oh, I can do this. Julie, you're next. I can
me?
find
Oh,
you.
okay.
Add spotlight. Whoops, there you go. I'll
I
get
don't
this
have my
right.
hands up.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, wow.
Oh,
I had some papers
Oh,
already cut
wow.
out, some
Nice.
flowers already cut out. I used my silhouette cameo to cut out the glitter paper here and then cut out the circles.
Oh,
The
that's
flowers were
pretty.
already pre-cut. I used a ribbon to attach everything here. I used a decal trimmer from Tim Holtz to trim out this vintage picture with a bird. And I used my paintbrush to push down hard on things, the back end of it, to help hold things.
awesome.
So
Nice.
I think that's about it. And in true can't use everything my dominant hand, so everything was working from the left side. I put it all on backwards. Okay.
Maybe she did.
Now it's a card. Now it's a card topper.
Next is Deborah. Deborah, there you go. You can unmute too. If you can't put your hands up, once we figure it out, we'll use a hand up too. Oh, I love it.
Very neat.
My lighting.
Got the layout.
I did a layout
There
about
you
braces. I did Invisalign years ago, and I saved them all. And I said I'm not going to save it anymore. It's been in the drawer forever, so I
Good.
finally threw them away. So,
That's a great idea.
the background paper is vintage, and I hand tore these pages, and there's glitter around the actual photo, and there's a ribbon on the bottom.
Fantastic.
Nice.
No
Very
journaling
nice.
because I'm left-handed and I couldn't write right-handed.
How creative, Deborah. So some people are putting comments in. Okay, we're switching to Julie, I think. Sandy, sorry, Sandy. You're up.
I don't know if you can see it very well.
Look at that.
Ooh.
I had this vintage paper that I just cut, and then this is a glitter paper that I cut. And I had this vintage looking tag, and I added this little ribbon. So what am I missing? Vintage elegant glitter paper ribbon, distress the edges. The edges of the card are distressed.
Paintbrush.
That's
And I
really,
used,
really
I
good,
used,
Sandy.
I don't know if you can see it very well, but I flicked blue ink into the background to make splatters, blue splatters to make it more vintage looking, but you can't really see it very well on the camera. I don't know if you.
It looks great.
That's good.
Nice.
Thank you.
Andy, what
I forgot
size
to
is that?
say that I did do the paint with the distress edges. I forgot to say that.
There you
I
go.
painted the blue edges.
Okay. Who asked me what size is the card?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I asked.
an A2 card.
Oh, okay. It looks bigger right now, but it's probably because
Yeah,
it's a
well, I got the
Yeah.
sun shining right on me, so I can't really.
There we go. Okay.
It's pretty.
Beautiful.
That better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Pretty.
Very nice.
Oops, you're next now. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, that's pretty.
Wow.
I have glitter
Oh,
paper for the
wow.
silver. Vintage is the flowers. I have a piece of vellum out of my stash that's on there. I added the ribbon with adhesive score tape or tearing tape. The flowers are die cuts. I had the sentiment and I splattered with the paintbrush.
Wow.
Very good.
Excellent.
Great card.
Very
And
good.
it's also all over the back.
It looks awesome. Thank
That's a fabulous job.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yes, very nice.
you. There we go. Sharon.
I used a Stampin' Up stamp, and I thought it kind of looked elegant. I think it even has that in the name of it. I can't. Oh no, it's elementary style or something like that.
Pretty.
Very
And
pretty.
I
Very
used
pretty.
I distressed the edges, and this paper, the whole card is on glitter paper. Can you see?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's my base, and the sentiment was just on my desk, and I had to cover up where I was painting the leaves and the flowers with the paintbrush. Before I heard you could use the paintbrush to put the glue on, anyway, or do splatters. I could have done splatters, but anyway, the happy birthday covers up the mess I made.
It looks awesome. Thank you.
Very pretty.
Nice.
Next is Linda.
All right.
There you go.
Let's see. Oops. Let's see. I don't
Ooh,
know if that's
pretty.
coming through very well.
Pretty.
But,
Very
I
pretty.
I kind of cheated a little bit because I don't have any glitter paper, but the background paper, like the butterfly and the words, are actually glitter. So I used that. I used a ribbon at the top. For the paintbrush, I added a little bit more distressed ink on the edges of the card and also on the thank you. And I'm ambidextrous, so I try to use the hand that I wouldn't normally use to cut things. That's why the tearing is so uneven, but that's mine.
It looks awesome.
That's good.
That's really pretty.
Very
Thank
pretty.
you.
Thank you for sharing.
Like
Next
that.
is Catherine.
Okay, so I did a layout.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Love the black and white photo. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
I
Mhm.
this
Yes.
this I want to pop up, but I didn't have time to get my pop dots. And let's see, the theme vintage elegance. I used this has doilies, so I thought it was elegant. And let's see, the paper, the glitter. I found these little clocks. Can you see they're glittered?
Ah,
Um, and so I have more clocks, but I could not cut them out without using my dominant hand. And the ribbon, I used a paper ribbon. And let's see, the distress, I distressed this cardstock piece, and the paintbrush I got out my new gouache, and I did use my non-dominant hand to paint on the gouache to push the background back, and I think that's everything.
That's awesome. Thank you. It looks great.
Yeah.
Next is, I don't know who it is. We'll find out. There you go.
Hi. So I made a card. I have this Stampin' Up paper. And
yeah.
then, so that covers the vintage part of it. And didn't have a matching one, but I found some kind of a thing which would complement it, a glitter
Yeah.
cardstock. And then for ribbon, I used this particular ribbon, which only my daughter usually likes. Yeah, she picked it out long time back. And then for distressed edges, I tore the bottom of the paper. And for paintbrush, I stamped a sentiment on a piece of paper, and I just used a brush and used some ink on the block and painted the edges with it. And what else? Yep, tried most of the time. I already had this card base. So everything else, yeah, I tore the edges with my left hand. I tried as much as I could.
It's fantastic.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Thank
very
you.
good.
I mean, and that's so far what I've seen with the non-dominant hands. Like
Lily,
we
you're
don't
up.
look at your anybody's cards or layouts going, oh my God, who made that, right? Like it's so I just think it's great. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Can you move that for a second, babe? I came in late, so I wasn't sure what we were supposed to do. So I made this, but then when I heard that we had to use our non-dominant hands and all the stuff, I made a page and I distressed the edges with the paintbrush. That's why they're like darker. Vintage ribbon, vintage ribbon that has glitter. And then I try to put glitter like icicles.
Oh, nice.
It didn't come out very well because I'm left-handed. And the reason why I use icicles because these flowers or roses bloomed in November.
They
And that's why
do.
you see the snow
Wow.
Yes.
on the
Yes.
roses.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Shelley, you're next. Here.
Alrighty. Well, here we go. I made a card as you suggested at the start. So I used vintage paper, the paper I've had for let's say 15 years or more.
So it's vintage.
So it is vintage. Yes. Vintage in style and vintage in age too. And then the ribbon has sparklies on it, but so does the paper at the back of the I used a die to cut this out. Wouldn't believe that trying to use a big shot with your non-dominant hand is as challenging as it is.
Ooh, that's what I was doing
Yeah, because
too.
you're
It's like
trying
hold
to
it with your
crank
elbow
that.
and crank.
It was a bit of a whole body experience as I shoved it in with my chest and cranked it with my wrong hand. It was not pretty to look at. Let's just leave it at that. I used a paintbrush to put coloring on the edges of my distressed. You can kind of see the distress on the edges. And what else did I use here? Yeah, I think that's it. So there we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
All right. I took a paintbrush and distressed a doily with ink dye and then put some ephemera on. And this is glitter paper that I just cut a strip from. And then there's a little bow on the top.
Wow. See, the ideas people think of. I love this.
Very pretty.
Excellent. Next is Pam, I believe. There you go.
Hello. Okay. The stamp was vintage. I am ambidextrous, but my main hand is left-handed, so it wasn't as difficult as I thought, except for the ribbon. Tying the ribbon was a pain. But I did a glitter ribbon, glitter paper, and I distressed the edges with a paintbrush and tearing it, and that's it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Very nice.
Esther is next. Yeah. Esther, are you there?
Esther, there we
I'm here.
go.
I
Oh.
used an embossed shape that's
Yeah.
got kind of a scroll pattern, which would be elegant. The pearls go with the elegance, as well as the gold touches. This is the gold spray that I just let it look old. And the flowers are glitter on paper. I tore the edges and then mounted everything a couple of times. The paintbrush was used for the edges and streaks on the side.
Beautiful.
Excellent, eh? Look at that. Like, I love the ideas people come up with.
Hello, Blue.
I made an envelope.
Oh,
hey.
Brush for the glue.
Nice.
And it's got glitter on the inside. Oh, I don't know why it's being all blurry.
There you go.
Distress the edges.
Oh, neat. I like it.
Beautiful.
Pretty.
These are
Very
different ways to take
different
these
idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joan's not there. Oh, maybe she is. Not sure. I'll come back to Joan.
That's not me. Yeah.
It's a different Joan.
Yeah.
I don't think she's there, so we'll go to Kat. Kat.
All right, I leaned into vintage Mickey rather than the elegance. Colored him with my left hand. Wasted a lot of time doing that. And then I had used scrap paper because I was going to cut him out, but can't cut him out with my left hand. So I used a circle punch, hence the wonky shape. Glitter paper, black ribbon. And I don't know if you can see it, but I used a glitter paintbrush for behind the pearls.
Awesome.
And distressed the edges.
Very nice. I like the sentiment.
Thank you.
Really love you. Yeah.
For anybody who can't raise your hand, I'll take a look afterwards and we'll find you. Sherry.
I'm gonna unmute and lower my hand. I thought I had gone for dinner. So this is my card.
Oh.
And
wow.
so there's ribbon. Oh boy. Ribbon here. There is a bit of glitter paper behind the sentiment. Paint spatters from the paintbrush. Oh, and I distressed around the edges of the card, but it's very hard to see.
It's beautiful.
It's very
I
nice.
think I covered it. Other than I really did not do well with the don't use your dominant hand. So I failed that miserably.
We all need to practice that. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm heading out for dinner. Talk to you later. See you tomorrow, maybe.
Hopefully,
Go enjoy.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, me. Okay, I did a pocket for my junk journal. The black paper with the fleur-de-lis is glitter paper. I
Yes.
put a little flower on that, and then that is mesh material over top of that. Here's where it's distressed. There's another sheet of paper behind the pocket too. And then there's my ribbon. And then I use the, if you see the glitter on there, my not embossing pen, what is it called? My shimmer pen, which has a paintbrush. So I use that for it. And then this is just a little, I did this afterwards though. This is a little envelope, and I'll be making some tags to go in that. But that is an actual pocket to put other things in it. But that's what I did.
Cool.
Cool.
Very nice.
Good idea with the shimmer pen.
Yeah.
Beverly.
Yeah.
Get off mute.
Technology.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
All right. So I usually do junk journals and card making, but this was the vintage, and also this a little bit. That's cork. And then there's my glitter. And I distressed. So this is actually a journaling card.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
To stick down in a pocket.
Yeah.
Very neat idea.
I need
It's
that to
not
go in
done.
mine.
It's a great idea. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
We have Debbie.
Debbie and the two.
Hello. Yeah, if you put it in front of your face, it'll work. It's just that with the background. There you go.
There we go.
I used Tim Holt stuff, Ideology, and I used my glitter pen too. And I guess it's because I blurred my background. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
it looked lovely.
just made it a simple card.
It's
It is
It's a simple
nice.
card. It's beautiful.
Very nice.
Next is Jamie Lynn.
Hi, everybody. This is, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's going to come out.
There you go.
But it's actually on the back of a postcard.
Oh.
Oh, of course
Okay.
it's actually not. And I used a vintage Simple Stories Fresh Snow ephemera on it. And then I distress the edges with a distress tool and some ink. And then I use glitter paper behind it and the paintbrush. I use distress crayon in Salvage Patina. It is on there. I promise.
You can see it.
And the ribbon, I had a really hard time trying to cut that with my left hand, but it kind of looks kind of neat. It's rough on the edges, so.
Okay, there you go. Excellent. Thank you. Next one is Vicki.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous.
So, can you see this? I really don't know if I nailed anything elegant or not. The glitter's kind of elegant looking, but glitter on the outside, the font's kind of elegant. I used paintbrush for the splatters, and my left hand kind of got all over my just because. I got my ribbon on there, and I stuck some ephemera on there. And I tore the paper here for the distress. So I think I covered it all. And it was a challenge with that left hand.
It's beautiful, though. It's very vintage.
Thank you.
Yes.
Had no reason to be nervous.
I feel like a kid giving a report at school right now.
You can tell we're pretty laid back, though. And
yeah.
Oh, Kristen.
Yeah, so I used the vintage paper and the vintage Santa Claus, and I didn't have any glitter paper, so I used the paintbrush and put glue on the letters and added glitter to it and distressed the edges.
That's good.
Excellent.
Christmas is coming.
I'd be afraid to use glitter with my non-dominant hand. I'd have it everywhere.
Well, it was tough. I did get it everywhere.
Thank you. That's lovely.
Very pretty.
Catherine.
I made a page for my journal. And the only thing I didn't have was glitter, anything nearby. And it took me way too much time to get the die cutter to work with the left hand. But I distressed it with the paintbrush. And that's really about it.
It's awesome. Thank you. Next would be Jennifer.
Right, I did a little card where I embossed the background and then used a paintbrush to paint the cover on there. And then, of course, my glitter, I distressed the edge and did some glue or some ink around the edges of there, and then my ribbon on the center.
Awesome.
Excellent.
And Joan.
Yeah, I had my camera turned around the other way. I kept thinking you can't see me. The paper is vintage paper. It has lace in the background with the ribbon and the wedding. It was already a piece of paper. The black behind it is actually glitter paper. There's the little ribbon in the corner that is really hard to stick when you try to put it on after with your wrong hand. And then I just put the whole thing on beige. I also have paint on the back of mine. Used my paintbrush to distress all around the edges, and I already had the sentiment, so it all came together. Wasn't planning on making that, but like you say, you just kind of
beautiful.
together.
That's beautiful.
Very pretty.
Thank
I
you.
love that.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Christina.
Hey, all right. So I use Stamping Up products.
Oh,
You
wow.
see it. This is a new set that's coming out. So here's our glitter. Well, here it is. My glitter paper. I used my paintbrush to dab onto the sentiment. This is used with a blending brush. And of course, do the inside and never have a naked envelope. Make sure you fill your envelope. But obviously, I'm going to have to spend more time with you ladies because yours are definitely much fluffier than my cards are.
They're all wonderful. And definitely spend more time with us.
Yes, and it just shows so many different ideas, styles, like, it depends what you have, and it shows a lot what we've been seeing, I find.
Yes, Ruth from the Gold Coast. There you go.
Hi, how are you all? I've done a very simple card,
Can you see the?
Yes.
There we go.
The paper is from PaperCraft Secrets by Alicia McNamara. One of our
Yes.
She has beautiful vintage papers you can just print out. And just I had the hardest part was distressing the edges. I decided to distress them with scissors, and very hard to do with your left hand.
It is.
Yeah.
Elbow on the scissors, and then just a bit of a band because it's a Z fold card. Haven't finished the inside. Beautiful. Oh, it's stuck. There we go. Yeah, it's a Z
There
fold
you
card.
go.
Oh,
nice.
Very simple.
Excellent. Thank you. Tracy, you're going to be next. There you go. What did you get done?
Actually, me? Okay, sorry. I didn't know if there was. Sorry.
You didn't put your hand up, but I can see you. And Jamila, if you want to
Yeah,
show it, you need to
that's
come
okay.
off the spotlight.
All right.
Oh,
So
pretty.
the layout. Let's see. I distressed the edges. And then obviously the oh my goodness, the lace ribbon is here. Okay. I don't have glitter paper, everybody, but I did spray on some glitter in some areas, okay?
There you go.
So I did the best that I could there.
It is now glitter paper.
Well, exactly. That's what I just tried. I went, okay, I got to make this somehow, right?
Nobody says you can't make the glitter paper.
No, there was no rule.
The brush, again, I brushed because I couldn't open this other paint. So I had some other yellow paint and I was kind of brushing some edges. I don't know if you can see,
Little
I
bit.
don't know, some of the oh my
yeah,
God, the
see it.
matting there. I
Yep.
tried to brush some of that. And then I distressed the edges and what do you want to call it? Distressed ink around them as well. I'm going to show
Very
you another
nice.
one, Heather. Everybody, sorry. This is because Delane, I think, emailed me one.
Yeah, there's a few people posted in the comments too.
I saw one. I went, oh, yeah. So this is, tell me if you can kind of see
Yep.
that layout.
Very nice.
Oh, 2-page spread. Yeah.
I should 2 pages. Hey, Delane, are you still here? Slow down.
That's
I
amazing.
know, I
Right
can't
there.
even get one little tag done.
And I know that picture. Sorry. Oh, maybe I should have done it. There we go. Maybe that's better, Tracy. Dewey.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
and yeah, I did see Heather a couple in the comments, and sorry, I did.
I can find them. Jamila, you have your hand up, but you're not got your camera on. So I don't know if you can put your camera on. Whoops. I lowered your hand and I did not mean to. Anyone, I'll go off spotlight, maybe.
It's not my best, but I was trying to do handmade adventure flowers with my left hand, which is not dominant, but it's okay. But I did, I love everybody. It's not as, good as everyone else, but
You know what it is.
It's
We always say
beautiful.
that.
It is.
We love everybody.
I find everybody can get an idea from everybody's card layout, their pockets, whatever they've made. Like we look at that going, wow, that's a good idea, right? So, I see the color blending and stuff. It's like, so don't ever, nobody cut themselves out.
Exactly. We need
Sorry,
to
I had to be the mom there.
Anybody else who could raise their hand manually? Michelle, I got you. I can see you. Spotlight from Michelle.
All right, I've got glitter paper. I used the paintbrush to put the glue on the ribbon and some of the it's gem holds, and so
very lovely.
And I distressed the edge with some distressive ink.
Excellent.
Sorry, Michelle, is that a picture of like somebody on the card?
No, that's just one of the pieces. It's just a guy. I think it's a cigar band.
Okay, sorry. I was just curious. Going, okay, that's an interesting way to do it. Okay,
Ooh, a little bitty picture of somebody on there. Yeah.
We have Chantel.
Shanty Yard. Sorry.
Wow.
Oh.
It took me literally 15 minutes to find my little bit of glitter cardstock that I had. So I used the glitter cardstock and I distressed the edges of it with my scissors with my left hand, which makes it look like it's a little more torn. But I have a brown ribbon stuck down under there, a vintage phone sticker.
I love it.
And the paintbrush was gold splatters on the card.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very
What does the
vintage.
stamp say? Call what? Call
me.
the actual stamp.
Call soon.
Soon. Okay, sorry. I couldn't. Thank you.
Call soon. There you go.
Nice.
Very nice. Rachel, I'm getting there. I'm doing this with my right hand and I'm left-handed, so it can be done. Rachel.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is what I did. I found a page
Ooh.
in a collage book I had called Vintage Book Lover Ephemera that I think I got on Amazon. Let's see, I think that she looks like an elegant Victorian vintage lady. And I found I found the word vintage. I couldn't find my glitter paper, so I took glitter glue and I put some glitter glue in different areas around the page.
It's beautiful.
And I used oil pastels. I couldn't find I have something from Tim Holtz that I usually would use for distressing. I couldn't find it.
It looks wonderful. Thank you.
So I used oil pastels to kind of distress around
Excellent. Thank
the
you.
edges.
Pretty.
I think that's about it. Oh, I did a little bit of watercolor on the bottom.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. That's the first time I've been
Anybody
here.
else that I didn't miss? That I did miss that I missed? Don't think so. Oh, there we go. Susan, I had to go to the next page to find you. There's Susan. You're muted, but that's okay.
Mute. Yeah.
You're still muted.
Okay, unmute. Okay, here we go. All right, I tried to make the whole card look kind of vintage and elegant. The glitter paper is, I don't know if you can see the butterfly. I die cut the butterfly out of gold glitter paper. You can see the black ribbon. The paintbrush, that was hard. I used this stencil and tried with my left hand to paint with the stencil. So I tried.
Gives a very vintage impression. So there you go.
Yeah.
And I've only distressed a couple times. So I got kind of sloppy on the edges, but I tried to distress the edges. So
it looks beautiful.
I think that's everything.
We're all too critical of ourselves. I think I got everyone. So
thank you.
I have one.
I hope you guys had fun. Couple of things.
Heather. Sorry, Heather. There's a Cindy. CY. I don't know if you're looking up names.
CYNDI.
There you are.
There you go.
There we go.
Hi. Well, I don't know how vintage it is, but I tried. But I've got the butterfly and a layered the glitter paper.
Very nice.
A little blue ribbon. I distressed the edges, and I had accidentally, because trying to use the ink pad, and I bumped it, so I just started tapping the whole card with it and just kind of distressed the whole card.
Good.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, everybody. Great work. A few things. If you are all interested in coming and joining us in the Scrapbooking Fun Circle, we do this kind of thing every week. There's a bunch of circle members here. We'll be sending out details tomorrow, but we're opening it up and it will be $15% off, sorry. So you can join monthly or quarterly. It's a membership where we do challenges every month. We do craft and chats like this. We have speakers in. We're sending out more information and we'll give you more in the email for the replay tomorrow morning or maybe late tonight. And we will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. North American Eastern Standard Time. So for those in Australia, we had to move it around and hopefully we'll get some of our people from Europe here tomorrow. We will be sending out replays, but it is more fun to do together, as you can see. And thank you for playing with us. That's really what we wanted to do, is encourage you guys to play. 5 a.m. is not too early in Oz. Well, there you go. We'll have Oz with us too. We encourage you guys to come and play with us. And tomorrow's theme is we're going to give you topics and you guys get to vote. So we'll be setting that up so that you can vote and decide what it is that you're going to do. And we won't know So thank you all so much for playing with us. We will be back tomorrow. It's the same link tomorrow, and excited to see who shows up tomorrow. And if you can't make it tomorrow, definitely come Thursday or Friday, open to any of the times that we have. So thank you, everybody.
So we can just use the same email link.
It's this, you'll get another email tomorrow. We always send out reminders just because
Okay.
in the replay as well, but it will be the same link tomorrow.
That was fun.
Great.
Thank you. I'm glad you had a good time.
I did.
Thank
It's
you.
a good
Thanks,
challenge to do to yourself anytime.
Yes, you can do it for yourself too. That's true.
Non-dominant hand.
Yeah. You just wait for one of the next days we do something.
Oh no. It gets worse.
All good. Definitely. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Beautiful job, everyone.